Hey guys. So all children should have the best possible opportunity to receive their education in the highest functioning classroom that meets their needs. Research has shown that the number of autistic children is still rising, and at a rapid pace. Because of this, students and administrators have developed several different classroom environments to meet each individual's needs. Within these classrooms, there are a wide range of students comprised of regular students all the way to special needs students. Children on this autism spectrum create a controversial challenge regarding placement in different educational environments. These children with the different levels of autism demonstrate varied communication difficulties. Along the autism spectrum, one can find severe or profound autism, moderate autism, or high-functioning autism. The best way to think of these stages would be to think of the level of support the child needs on a daily basis. But for this topic, the only level needed for discussion would be high-functioning autism. This level of autism is the lowest and most productive level of autism. Children who are diagnosed with high-functioning autism function are more independent, so to say. They are able to communicate effectively with other people, whereas other children who have lower functioning levels of autism can only, let's say, grunt, or when they're angry, they shut down and all you hear is grunts and wails. Children with high-functioning autism will be able to communicate normally with just about everyone except for when they have an autistic outburst, which is characterized by loud tantrums and vocalizations. Now, in the classroom environment today, there are four different types of classrooms, including special education classrooms, mainstreaming, inclusion, and then regular education. In special education classrooms, teachers and administrators always strive to adapt their needs of the children that are in those classrooms. The next level of the classroom would be a mainstream classroom. This is the type of classroom where administrators and special education, experts would come in and put one special needs child and basically, so to say, test them. And if they pass the test, then they are allowed to be in the next level of classroom, which is called the inclusion classroom. An inclusion classroom is merely a classroom that contains more than one special needs child while including other children in a regular classroom setting. And then the regular classroom setting is your ordinary classroom. As Kristen Hess said in her article, Autism Treatment Survey, this type of classroom may have the occasional special needs child, but that rarely happens because it is easier on the child and the teacher if there are more children that possess the same needs and adaptations than just one. Children with high-functioning autism should be placed in inclusion classrooms. These classrooms help autistic children in many ways. First of all, inclusion classrooms help high-functioning children develop the social skills that are vital for events later on in life, such as job interviews and regular daily communication. As Susan White stated in her book, Social Skills Training for Children with Asperger's Syndrome and High-Functioning Autism, practitioners and educators have been developing and implementing programs to try and improve the social skills of the children and adolescents for decades. Inclusion in the classrooms can also help autistic children develop proper communication skills in terms of developing relationships with classmates, co-workers, and loved ones. Strategies that teach peers to initiate and persist in physical engagement are quite important for pre-verbal children with autism, while strategies that teach a child with autism to make verbal initiations to peers also target children with some speech. This type of classroom can also aid in the knowledge that the child would gain. If the child did not receive the opportunity of an inclusion classroom, then the child would have been subjected to only learning the basic necessities of life in the bare minimum of the core classroom, of the curriculum developed in the core classroom. Another way the inclusive classroom can aid a high-functioning autistic student would be in fine arts and physical education classroom environments. As Alice Hamill said, in teaching music to students with autism, many students who are challenged by autism have a unique relationship with music. So no matter the severity, research has proven that music can help soothe a child who is diagnosed with autism and stimulates better focus during school activities. However, others do not think that inclusion environments would be a good idea. As Temple Grandin said in her article, Tips for Teaching Adults and Children with Autism, another potential drawback would be that special needs children can easily get lost in a regular classroom. There are many ways that this could indeed happen. One way is that a child could get lost during instruction time. The child with high-functioning autism are also typically diagnosed with ADHD or dyslexia or a combination of both, and these additional disorders can cause a child with autism to be more distracting than normal children with the same ADHD or dyslexia or disorders. So basically, although these points may be true, teachers and administrators have found many ways to help children with high-functioning autism adapt and succeed in an inclusive classroom. Thank you.